best way to do things. And you can learn things by steps. My name is Paul Pasulka, Ivy Masters Learning Center at ivymasters.com. And today we're looking at Test 6, Section 4, number 11, which reads, the solution xy to the system of equations above, what is the value of x minus y? So, I'll tell you the steps to approach a system of equations like this. I'll show you a shortcut which actually does not work here, but it might work on a different one. And you're gonna love it. Alright, so anyway, first off, for any random system of equations question, what you'd want to do is first ask yourself, should I eliminate or should I substitute? Remember, those are the two ways to do a system of equations. And whenever you've got two equations in standard form, a good rule of thumb is you eliminate. If one of the variables is isolated, you substitute. Keep in mind, the variable that's isolated is the one that will be eliminated. So that's helpful to know because it's a little tougher to tell which one you're eliminating if you're doing substitution. If you're doing elimination, then it's easy to see which one you're eliminating. So first, ask yourself, should I eliminate or substitute? Second thing, which variable should I eliminate? And typically, if it's asking for x, you want to eliminate y. If it's asking for y, you want to eliminate x. There are some exceptions where it's incredibly easier to eliminate one, but then you got to remember to plug back in. The reason you'd want to eliminate y if it's asking for x, because then you don't have to remember to plug back in. It's a major mistake a lot of students will make. So, should I eliminate or should I substitute, and then which one should I eliminate when I'm doing that? Now, for this question in particular, I'll tell you what shortcut could work, but it doesn't work for this, which is it's asking you not for x, not for y, but for the value of x minus y. So what I'm first going to look to do is I see that 7x minus 6x is x, and then I'm going to see if I subtract 3y minus negative 3y, will I get negative y? In which case I'm done without solving for x, without solving for y. I would literally just solve for x minus y. Unfortunately, this question does not operate that way. So what we'd have to do is we'd have to solve for x or solve for y. So which one would we solve for? We're going to have to solve for both of them. And it would just be much easier here to solve for x. Why? Because you've already got opposite signs, same coefficient for the y's, and if you add them down, these just cancel. What I get is 13x equals 13. Then divide both sides by 13, and you get that x equals 1. And so, now what am I going to do with my x? I'm going to plug it back in and solve for y. So I could use either equation. It's good generally to stick to positives, it's a little less confusing. So in place of the x, I'm going to put 1. 7 times 1 plus 3, y equals 8. And that's just 7 plus, the funky plus 3y equals 8. Then you subtract 7 from both sides, and you get 3y equals 1. Divide both sides by 3. These cancel. Y is equal to 1/3. It's x minus y. X minus y is going to be 1 minus 1/3. Now, this is with calc math, so you could just plug it into your calculator. I encourage you to use the n over d button for 1/3. Get your answer in a fraction. If you had to do this on a no calc math section, remember you need a common denominator. What's 1? It's 3/3 minus 1/3. And what's it equal? 2/3, which is your answer B. Thank you for joining us today. If you like this video, click like. You can share it with someone who has trouble with systems of linear equations. If there's any question you'd like to see answered from any official PSAT or SAT or ACT, leave that in the comments. I'd be happy to shoot a video on it. And click subscribe so you don't miss anything. Have a great day.